The calls for a ceasefire are outrageous. It is my hope that this gathering today serves as a reminder to the entire world, but also to those within our own borders, that the United States stands proudly with Israel and the Jewish people forever, forever.
We will not hide in the face of adversity in America and in Israel. Am Yisrael Chai.
Don't see those two together very often. Hakeem Jeffries and Chuck Schumer both spoke today. No surprise, Hakeem's district is heavily Jewish in Brooklyn, as is New York in general, New York State, which Chuck Schumer represents. And the reason that these two showed up and risked a lot when you think about the politics right now is that they had to, because the Jews vote. And they're also not fully consumed by Western guilt like the rest of the Schumer-Jeffries liberal voting bloc. It is funny how the victim-oppressor ideology that controls their entire party, up to and including the White House, just disappears the moment that the re-election is threatened. How quickly they normalize. They didn't sound like themselves today. Elite Democrats remind the average American every day just how awful they are, how despised they are, consistently pandering to the perceived victims of society that we're letting run wild right now over the last few years, destroying our country in pursuit of equity. How strange they look today. Schumer and Jeffries screaming to a rally full of so-called oppressors, desperate to keep their jobs. Regardless, it is nice to see them pause their toxic ideological destruction, if only for a brief period of time. Support for Israel has been nice to see from Biden, Schumer, etc., but it is far from the party line, as the Democrat fringe, also known as the Squad, which pulls a lot of power in that party, refuse to accept reality and continue to push the Hamas narrative. While today's rally affirmed Israel's right to continue defending itself until Hamas is no more, last night we had a rally that was just the opposite.
Look into your faith, into the teachings of your faith, and to say, I oppose violence.
By me calling for a ceasefire with my colleagues and centering humanity, I am uplifting deeply what it actually means to be Jewish.
We are human beings, and we are bound by our faith to demand a ceasefire now.
Ceasefire means there is no military solution, only a diplomatic and cultural solution.
We should let AOC take a crack at that diplomatic solution with Hamas and the other terror groups in the Middle East and with Iran. It all sounds so easy, right? Coming from a pie-in-the-sky leftist screaming to a bunch of their mindless supporters. Instagram politics from AOC. You take a crack at Hamas, AOC. You let us know how it goes. Today, the Washington Post revealed more of the true agenda of Hamas, more insight into how desperately Hamas wanted Israel to kill the people of Gaza. They wanted deeper attacks, wanting a full-scale war with Israel. Hamas wanted Gaza destroyed. They wanted an overwhelming response from Israel. Hamas wanted an overwhelming response from Israel. That means they wanted Gaza destroyed. That means they wanted to see a lot of their own people killed because it would inspire the world against Israel. And anyone screaming for a ceasefire right now are the perfect pawns for Hamas. And there's millions of them in this country. Not unlike our State Department, which today, in defiance of all possible logic, extended a sanctions waiver that allows the Iranian regime to access billions of dollars. Iran just funded the Hamas attacks and has funded dozens of attacks against our military installations in the Middle East since October 7th. And the humanitarian beta males and radical Iran lovers that make up the Biden State Department are responding with love.